Hey guys, today I'm going to be taking a look at this little toy Inspire clone from Jun Yi Toys. I'm not going to be doing a full table review on this because, man, this thing has got just so many problems, at least in my other test flights. We'll see how it does here when I take it back up. I just don't feel it's even warrants a table review because I just don't think this is going to be a drone that anybody should really put their hard-earned money into because it's just got so many problems with it. Let's take a look at the drone itself. Now this is the JY011W. This is the Wi-Fi version of this, and is a 2 megapixel version of it. So it does not use an SD card. It records directly to the app. Here's the drone itself. It had some neat features, and that's one reason why I wanted to check this drone out, because I thought, it's got a little motorized, with the pitch on the motor here, so you can rotate it up and down remotely with the controller. Of course, the 2 megapixel camera comes with a nice big 1200 milliamp 2S LiPo, so it's got sufficient power, So I thought, it was a neat design, kind of look like an Inspire, and it doesn't transform like an Inspire. It doesn't raise and lower like the WL Toys Inspire clone does, but had some neat features, so I thought, I'll give this thing a go and see how it flies. There are a few reviews on YouTube of it. I didn't even know this thing was even out, and it seems to fly okay for other people, though it doesn't fly great. I've seen it crash on other people, and I've seen it the yaw seems to be a fixed yaw, is very fast. I'm not even sure if the rates increase. It doesn't have a whole lot of it's not sporty. It does have altitude hold, so it's pretty slow to go up and down. But when I'm flying, like I've had, I had a minute into flight, just come down and land. It tried to land, and of course it can't land worth a darn most of the time. And last time I had it up, it just, if it always flips over when it comes down. You can see the props are scuffed. One of the propellers completely busted, so I've already got a spare propeller on it. So, overall, I'm not at all happy with this thing. But we'll go ahead and take it up here to show you guys what I'm talking about, and see if it flies any better. Maybe it'll fly better than the last time. You never know. It seems like the Wi-Fi FPV is probably also interfering, which is pretty common, but usually it doesn't cause these kind of headaches. The controller here is actually not a bad little controller. I mean, you can see it's got altitude hold. This lets you tilt the little camera up and down. This is supposed to be photo video if you've got the a memory card version. This one has a slot for memory card, but it's empty, so you can't actually put an SD card in it. It is a regular pitch and roll trim. This says 360 flips, but I don't think it does that. This thing would be horrible at flips anyway. I believe this is actually a motor kill. And this is your short press headless mode, I think. Or short press return to home, long press one key return. Could be vice versa. The app that you use is the Wi-Fi Ufo app, which is really common. Many manufacturers use that app. The recorded video is also terrible. Now the actual detail of the video from the camera is not that bad, but there's so much jello in it. It makes it unusable. I mean, it's just terrible. And you see, it's got little dampeners on it, so that's supposed to help with the jello, but it just doesn't. There's just tons of jello in the video, which is kind of unfortunate because I think if there wasn't any jello in it, I think the video actually would be decent. So. Well, that kind of gives you a quick overview. Typically, I don't do a review on a drone like this, but most of the drones I get don't cause any of these kind of problems. So I feel like it's not worth putting all that time in to go over all the details of the table for you guys. At the end, I don't think it's worth your time to even consider buying this. But we'll go ahead and take it up here and see, if it performs any better for me. But I think we got the gist of what this drone offers. So we'll be right back here and we'll take it up for the flight review. Okay guys, so I have the JY011W, this Inspire clone. It's all bound up, and I've got the app connected. So we're going to take it up here just show you how it was flying for me, because like I said, this thing is really been disappointing, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and start recording some video so we can put that in here so you can see how much jello there is in it. Go ahead and unlock the props, and then you can do an automatic takeoff by pressing in on the right stick. And this battery does use just a red JST connector. Like I said, a 2S 1200 milliamp, and boy, it is just kind of squirrely, man. See, I've trimmed it up before. I got to trim it again. It does just uses a red JST connector. So I just use my good IMAX charger to charge it up, my Sky RC, and that way I know I'm getting the battery charged good. The stock battery charger says it takes about 90 minutes, but I think it's going to take longer than that. See, like it's kind of dropping in altitude. There is a bit of a, here, and look, now it's coming down. Now it's going to try to go back up. I'm not doing anything to this. Nothing. There is a north breeze today, kicking up a bit right now, but it's not like always terrible. But wow, it is. I'm gonna give it the second rate. Ugh, man, this thing just feels like I'm gonna fly it into me. I'm gonna give it the third rate, but I don't know if there's any difference in the rates. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna try to. I don't want to get out in the middle of my pool cover here, and I can't walk out there and get it. Oh man. It does not like any wind. Look, it's gonna land itself, and it flips over. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording video. Hopefully that recorded to the to my phone. So this is what I've been dealing with. You know, it can't hold its altitude well. It doesn't like any wind at all. And there is some wind gusts today, but it's certainly not anything it shouldn't be able to handle, especially on a 2S LiPo. Let's see if we can get this guy back up in the air for a little more test flight. I don't know. All right, so I was able to get it back over here, and I had to power everything back off and back on just to get the thing to work again. So after it crashes, lots of times you have trouble getting it back up in the air. So I'm going to go ahead and start recording video again. Let's go ahead and unlock the props, if it'll unlock for me. There it goes. Let's go ahead and do the automatic takeoff again. See, it's got really fast now, and now that you see the controls almost felt delayed on me there. That's the yaw. And see, yeah, it's definitely a delay. I think that's the Wi-Fi FPV interfering with it. I think that's what's causing some of the problem. Is when it's connected to the Wi-Fi, it's just, you know, the Wi-Fi FPV is causing some delays and some erratic flight characteristics. That's not so bad. It's just kind of, there's no wind right now. Look, it just keeps drifting on me. Now here's, let's try tilting let's see if the gimbal will, oh geez, look at that. I think it's tilting. Let's see if I can tilt it down. I believe it is. Yeah. So the motorized, you know, the motorized camera is actually a pretty neat feature. And once you get it all bound and connected and up in the air, then usually the camera tilt works. Sometimes I couldn't get the camera to tilt at first on me. It has a real hard time maintaining its altitude. It'll just come down on me, as you saw. And give it some throttle and take it up a little higher. I have to keep giving it, see, it was wanting to go right, it just keeps wanting to fly right on me. Just had to keep trimming the darn thing. Now some of that's due to the wind. There's a bit of a crosswind here from right to left, I believe. That's what's causing it to do that. See, really fast yaw, which for a filming bird, it's not good. That's second rate. Doesn't seem to be really any different. Third rate, a little, it looked like there might have been a little more pitch than the highest rate. Man, now look, here it's just gonna come down to the ground. I mean, what was that? I mean, I charged the battery up, now look, it's going back up now. I used my good charger. I've not flown it here very long. We got, what, 2 minutes here, maybe a few minutes before that. Like I said, I don't even know a flight time because I can't keep the thing in the air long enough most of the time. So right there, not bad. It seems like I got it trimmed up okay. It's just a slight drift. That's totally acceptable. Let's try, see if the camera will go up a little more. And here it's going to come down again. Let's take it up a little higher here and see if I can just get it to stay enough that I can tilt the camera down. And it's going to come down now. Here it comes. I don't know what's going on. Oh wow, this is just really strange. It's just, this is just terrible. This thing is terrible. You feel like you're going to end up, if you're trying to do anything secondary while you're doing this, you can't even like leave it at a hover while you're trying to, like, you know, tilt the camera or something, if you feel like it's just going to crash into you or something. Let's see if I can try to get it to do an auto landing. Go ahead and stop recording the video. That's enough adventure just trying to stop recording the video. Let's bring it over, if I can get it over here above the grass so I don't break the props again. I'm gonna hold the right stick in, now it's auto landing. And of course it tips over. It's very difficult to get it to land on those landing gear because it's just, you know, it's so narrow with that really wide base of the drone that it just, you know, it just tips over. It's just too much weight on those motor pods with the little center, you know, the little landing gear. It needs really long landing skids to really be effective. So, man, I don't know. I said I don't even know if I even recovered everything. You can see it's got red lights in the back and like some blue in the front. They're not easy to see in the day. You can see them a little bit up here. Kind of unfortunate because the motor feature, as you can see, you can tilt the motor. That works. The motor tilt for the camera does work. It's a neat looking design, but past that, this thing is just not any good. So I can't recommend this. There's better options out there. If you really insist on having an Inspire clone, since you can't afford a real one, then go for the WL Toys. So I don't know if it's the Q333 or something like that. You know, that one's I had that one a long time ago, and that one actually is way better than this one, and it transforms too, even though it's just a gimmick. So overall, I said I can't recommend this one. So hope that helped you guys out. Sorry, it's kind of more of a just all-in-one general overview, but I just wanted to get an idea, give you an idea of what this was capable of, so that no one went out there and spent your money on this thing and ended up being irate because it's just so bad. So, all right, guys. Well, see you guys soon. Hope everybody has a good day, and stay tuned for more videos.
The power of the dark side.